children of same-sex parents. What's the best part about having same-sex parents? You fucked my mom? Joke's on you, I have 2 dads.
So what do you guys do on Mother's Day? Grandmother stuff?
A friend of mine has 2 moms. One got Mother's Day, the other got Father's Day. My friend had an assignment in kindergarten where they had to make Father's Day presents. She went home and asked her parents basically, "Where is my dad?" after some dodging. Her parents told her, "You don't have one, and that's okay." She then told one of her moms, "You'll be my dad."
You get to hear twice the number of dad jokes.
It's worse than that. They can team up and do 2-person dad jokes and laugh between themselves about it, thus exacerbating the problem. They just encourage each other. My eye muscles are stretched beyond recognition from all the rolling.
They'd be like a pair of volleyball players, just constantly setting one up for the other to spike down for the point.
Best part, I get double the mother sympathy. Bad day, I can call both of them and have them shower me with love and compliments. There is nothing better for the soul than a mom telling you how awesome you are when you've heard the opposite for 8 hours from your boss. Worst part is double the smothering.
Trolling them by leaving a single world's greatest dad coffee mug on the table with a bow on it.
I love it. Watch them go at it. Bonus idea would be to leave a world's second best dad mug next to it.
Not me, but my roommate in college had 4 moms, the daughter of a lesbian couple who divorced and remarried other women. So when people would say "Yo mama," she'd respond with, "Which one?" We all share clothes.
When I talk about my mom's, black people think I'm cool. I don't have same-sex parents. But my dad does. His favorite quote is to say I'm half lesbian on my mother's side.
The stereotype about gays being good at cooking is 100% true for my dads. We eat like royalty constantly, even now that my dad is diabetic. Thanksgiving is always amazing. Friends beg to come to our house.
Have 2 dads who wrote the book on hosting lavish dinners and cocktail parties. Can confirm. I have 2 moms. I get along really well with girls, and find it easy to get to know them. On the other hand, guys intimidate me. And I'm male. I myself don't have same-sex parents, but my ex-girlfriend has 2 moms and I have several friends that have same-sex parents. This is actually a question I regularly ask because I'm curious and gay myself. One friend with 2 dads said, "My dads can beat up your dad." Ex-girlfriend said, "When you need to dress up, one mom can do your hair and the other can do your makeup at the same time." Another friend with 2 dads, "Boys think twice before messing with me." If one overprotective dad is scary to face, try to at one's friend with 2 moms. You don't have to ask where's mom because there's always one around. Your dad beat up my dad? It's cool. I have a backup dad. He's a power bottom bear.
What the hell is a power bottom? Like, he vibrates. The best thing for me is that they do what they're good at as opposed to doing mum things and dad things or whatever the gender roles for parents are. A lot of straight couples could learn from this.
That is actually the real threat to traditional marriage that gay marriage poses. Not that everyone's wives are going to divorce them to become lesbians. But that everyone's wives are going to say, "Hey, honey, that gay people next door still has clean dishes." I think that means that men are capable of washing dishes. You should try it. Oh, and the lesbian couple across the street has a wonderful patio that they put in. Next time I need a project done around the house, I think I'll just do it myself instead of waiting for you. And now suddenly the man has to do dishes and is stripped of his manly right to be the only one in the household wielding power tools. What a horrible fate, and all thanks to those gays showing people that traditional gender roles aren't necessary.
I, for one, welcome our new, gay overlords. I'm okay with doing dishes in the human acclimated home, away from bugs, heat, and cold, on the patio.
When my mom, and I got out in public, we scope out women together. It's like having bras, but they feed me and love me and I was birthed from one of them.
I'm not, but my daughter lives with her 2 moms. No lack of menstrual supplies, and someone to understand strange cramping issues. They can share some clothes. And she seems to have skipped most of the real teenage angst about sexuality.
It's pretty normal, although there is a 100% chance that I'm not an accident. So if people are paying me out about having gay parents, that shuts them up pretty quick. Oh, and when people try and pay me out and call me gay, I'm straight as an arrow. I would tell them the gay gene skips a generation, and then ask them if their parents were gay. That normally has them on their feet for a while. Also, if me and a mate are paid out for doing something a little feminine, I can just reply with I was raised by the gays. I don't know what this guy's problem is though. Source: I have 2 lesbian mums and had 2 gay dads. My father passed away last month. My parents divorced when I was 12 when my mom came out saying she was in a relationship with another woman. I ended up living with my mom and her girlfriend until I was 17 and moved out on my own. At first, being really immature and in an attempt to make sense of it, I fell in with kind of a religious crowd and was convinced my mom was seduced by the devil. After I grew up a bit and lived on my own and saw more of life, I realized that my mom was probably gay her entire life, but because of her upbringing suppressed it and tried to lead a normal life. I've also realized that my mom's partner is not the incarnation of evil and is in fact a very great person who, among other things, makes my mom really happy. I'm an atheist now and feel pretty ashamed when I think back to the way I felt when I was a teenager, and I'm pretty glad I never expressed my thoughts on it to them. It will always be my little secret. My mom is retired now and is living happily with her partner of 16 years. My dad is doing great, has a girlfriend, and him and I are very close. My kids call my mom grandma and her partner grandma. Name. The strangest part about my coming around to respecting and now being strongly for LGBT rights is kind of a philosophical problem. In a way, I owe my existence to attitudes of 50 years ago. If LGBTs had always been accepted in the way we are moving towards, it is guaranteed certain that my brother and I would not exist. In the end, love is love. The whole experience led me to understand that love comes regardless of the labels society puts on relationships, and I'm proud my kids will grow up thinking absolutely nothing strange about the idea of same-sex relationships and only identifying it for what it is: love.
I don't have same-sex parents, but my friend doesn't in general. They seem to be more rational, liberal, understanding, and laid back. My parents are Christian helicopter parents. I really want to come out as an atheist to them, but not sure.
Christian helicopter parents. Why do I imagine a couple in a helicopter with a Jesus cross as rotors? I'd imagine the worst part would be when you said mum or dad and both respond when you only wanted a particular one.
That's not really an issue. They are different people and go by different monikers. It's just like in school when there were 2 kids with the same name. Either one went by a nickname or you added something to distinguish them. I am Mom or Momsy depending on the kid. My wife is Mama.
So in your case, different momikers?
This is not the place for dad jokes.
People can never say I was an accident, and I like to pretend I can pick what nationality I am half of because I have no chance of knowing who my father is. On the other hand, I'm a guy with 2 mums and 2 sisters. I feel pretty outnumbered most of the time. Funnily enough, it's a good conversation piece. People always seem interested. The best thing about being raised by same-sex parents was that I didn't feel any different from kids raised by opposite-sex parents. My mom's raised me exactly the same as any other parents would. No, I didn't turn out gay. No, I don't miss having a dad. I'm your average straight male that turned out no different than anyone else raised by loving, accepting, open-minded parents. In fact, I'd wager to say that I ended up being more well-rounded than many others I grew up with.
I was raised by 2 moms and 2 dads. My dads are married to each other. My moms were married, but are now divorced. I can honestly say that I wouldn't have it any other way. Sometimes it is pretty weird explaining my family to people, but I still would not change it. I have both male and female role models, and a unique perspective from how unusual my family structure is. Also, it is pretty fun saying that I have the gayest family in the world.
Endless chain of go ask your mom, dad.
Interesting for me. My biological parents were married until I was 3, so single parents for a while. Dad remarried when I was 9, and when I was 10, Mom came out of the closet and got a civil union with stepmom, now marriage. When all the drama died down, things got pretty normal. It does get annoying explaining the whole thing to people, but it's really nothing unusual for me.
My friend has 2 moms and he's black. The I never knew my father jokes never end. Thank you for watching. Smash that like button like it's a thick booty. And don't forget to subscribe to OKPJ Dark if you like nice things, like new videos every day. See you tomorrow.